Hi, welcome back to Tiny Classrooms Live.
Hi, the doctor here, Don Zulu in Taos, New Mexico.
And I'm the HR guy, Artie Nathan, here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Uh-huh.
Our topic today is the challenges of reopening during a crisis.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of challenges, aren't there, Artie?
There are. You hear that companies are right now planning some form of reopening.
Hmm.
And you know what's happened during this crisis, Don, and we've talked about this a lot, is
Yes.
that a lot of people are working from home.
And a lot of people are likely to continue working from home and some going back to their offices.
Whether they
Certainly,
like it or not.
whether they like it or not. And it kind of depends on the company and the kind of business they're in. And I don't think the auto workers are going to be able to work from home, uh, but
Oh, but
lots
the
and lots.
office workers there might.
Yep,
And so the managers there are going to be challenged by having a split workforce. Some
they
at home.
are. Yeah, they are. And something you and I have talked a little bit about, and it's all a bit of a supposition at the moment, but human nature being what it is, a manager who is in an office and has some of his or her team in the office is going to be able to continue with some continuity, perhaps from the way they've always managed. And yet, if part of the team is virtual, that requires a different sensibility and a different approach and greater sensitivity, greater emotional intelligence, greater understanding of the demands of working at home, managing people who are working at home, and maintaining a team.
Yeah, I think some of the challenges are going to be around team building because you can't all sit around the table. You can't all go out in the field and hold hands. And so you're going to have to give equal time and equal focus on the team there and here and come up with a plan. Now you may bring in the people that are home for sometimes,
Mhm.
but still you've got to revise your plan for team building because team building is so important for effective management. And unless you figure this out, you're going to have a bifurcated team that is not going to be nearly as effective as you need.
Exactly right, and that will tend to exacerbate existing problems and make them worse. So your
Right.
opportunity, but there's also going to be a demand for providing feedback, and not necessarily the normal habitual sort of feedback, but really a raised up quality of giving feedback both to the folks who are working at home and who are in the office with you. How do you communicate it? How do you provide job coaching and support and all the things that are involved in effective feedback?
And provide it equally to both sets.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
That's exactly
I think
right.
there's also going to be a challenge in terms of time management because you can't say something once, uh, and get it to both sides.
That's right.
Now you may have a continuing Zoom meeting presence where you bring everybody together.
Mhm.
But again, you need to come up with a plan for your time of how you effectively allocate it to the people at home,
That's
to the people there, because the natural tendency, I suspect, is going to be to spend more time with the people in your office.
That's exactly right. That's really something we got to watch out for. And then how do you delegate in this bifurcated world, right? And just
Right.
the simple act of delegation communicates to the folks that you delegate stuff to that they're trusted, that they're important, and it gives them a sense of purpose. But in a time of crisis, some managers will maybe tend to try to hold on to responsibility because they're afraid it won't get done in this new world. So you can be careful of that.
But if you're going to delegate, you have to delegate equally to both teams,
That's right. That's right.
here and there. And all of this gets wrapped in good communication skills.
Mhm. Mhm.
And managers, Don and I have often said that the most important skill a manager needs is effective communications.
That's right.
And now more than ever, because when you're face to face with people, communications is verbal and nonverbal. And how have you managed the nonverbal with the people on Zoom? It's
Right.
it's tricky, and the people in the office are going to get more of that.
Mhm.
How do you listen effectively to both teams and make sure that everybody feels like they have the equal opportunity to input?
That's exactly right. And so, just as an ending to today's a little presentation, pay attention to all of these things. Think outside of the box for your normal habits, and really examine for yourself where you need to do, raise your skill level, where you need to do more,
And make a plan
and make a
and be
plan.
ready to act because it's coming.
That's right. That's very right. So thank you very much for being here today. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.